Action.
Action. Hello, folks. Welcome to our Zoom Up. My name is Michael Huggins, and you are watching our meetup on Zoom. I got my co-host today out of Chicago. What's up, Scott?
What's up, man? Grand champion here. Grand champion here.
Whoa! Look at that. Beautiful. Folks, if you want to know more about what we're doing, what this whole video series is all about, we actually have a huge entire playlist, over 90 episodes of stories of transformation, just like today, the one you're going to hear. But then also, what we're going to want you to do is come and check out our intros, a house tour, and a workshop, so you can get the full picture of who we are, what we do, and how you can start getting the benefits that we're currently receiving from this amazing community. Anything else, Scott, before we jump into this?
Totally. If for some reason you like what you're hearing today, either on this recording, probably in this recording, then get back in touch with the person who invited you here and find out more. I saw this. I was introduced to this group through what they call an introduction meeting. It's an actual webinar or meeting you can attend that'll break down what's going on. You can go to an intro. You can go to a property tour. You can actually see one of the deals of the students that are already working with us. That's pretty cool. Break down all the numbers and see the deal. And then a workshop. We have monthly workshops where we're featuring a strategy, an 8-hour Saturday thing where you can actually learn something that you probably didn't know before. In fact, we have one coming up this weekend. But yeah, intro, property tour, workshop.
Yes, these things are transformational. I remember bringing my mother-in-law to the very first workshop that I was invited to, and she was like, wait a minute, this isn't just for you to help you get out of your student loan debt. I need this too. And so it's for everybody. Keep an open mind.
Did you help your grandma? Is that your grandma you're talking about, or your mom?
I brought my grandma also. Brought my cousin, an uncle. I can't keep this thing a good. It's too good to keep a secret, folks. We're changing.
I did. I got my sister, brother, dad, and mom, and aunt, and oh yeah,
nice.
Cousin. I got a cousin in.
And the family reunions are so different now. The kind of conversations we have at the dinner table, so different. We're actually progressing our entire family tree forward instead of just talking about what was on the news or what happened on ESPN. So, with that being said, folks, this is an amazing community. Continue to look into what is possible for you. The idea behind this is that we're going to inspire you to get off the couch, face your fears, and chase your dreams, just like Scott and I are doing. And we got thousands and thousands of people inside our community right now taking advantage of the ecosystem we built. And so we want to extend that invitation to you. All right. So Scott, will you tell folks a little bit about our guest today?
I will, because I know him very well. I hang out with him every single week for years now. In fact, I've hung out with him so much, I forgot how many years. Anyway, so when I first met this gentleman, Ed Kirch, he came in and sat. I'm in a big room here. He sat right there. I can see the chair he sat in, right closest to the door. So he thought he could escape early from the intro meeting. But he came down as a broker / property manager only because somebody had asked him to come check this group out to debunk everything. They're like, can you, with your expertise and your past background, please come and tell my friend that this is all crazy crap? And he came down. How long ago was that, Ed?
I think it's like almost 8 years.
8 years ago. He's still looking to debunk everything 8 years later. In fact, he helps us in study groups now. He helps us with the buy and hold study group for years now. So please help me welcome. And this is a good one for if you're watching this and you're a professional, you may want to pay attention, because professionals in the real estate investing realm or financial realm joining a group like this may increase their business. So without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Ed Kirch.
Ed Kirch.
Okay. How's everybody doing today?
Fantastic.
Great. Thanks for being here.
All right. Like Scott was saying, they tried to get me to come down for like 5, 6, 7 years to the group. And I knew a lot more than the group, so I never went down. And I did go down because my business coach asked me to go down and keep one of his clients from joining. So I went down to make sure he didn't join. So after I got down, I joined.
And he went back to the business coach. He's like, listen, dude, you might want to join too.
I did. Yeah. So, when I came down, I bought my first house when I was 18, bought my second house when I was 19. When I was 21, I had 55 units of apartments. When I was 25, I had 9 million and my partners had 9 million. So it took a lot of convincing to convince me that this group would help me. But it's probably one of the best things I ever did in my career. And here's where my experience helps you guys. Like Scott said, I facilitate the buy and hold. We have a buy and hold class every 6 months. I'm able to get somebody in my class every 6 months into an apartment building that they never thought they'd be able to get into. One of the classes, we got the guy into a $2.5 million apartment complex, and he used other students' money, and they put a partnership together and got in. So kind of really cool. I enjoy helping people get in property. I've got enough of my units right now. I own a property management firm and a real estate brokerage out in Aurora, Illinois. We manage 300 doors. I own 150 of them. So if I buy more, I buy more. If I don't buy more, I don't buy more. I don't care. So if somebody comes in and they need help to buy something, I've got the time and the energy to help them do it.
Nice. So, so when you were first sitting in that intro that we're encouraging everyone to come take a look at. So my understanding is your initial thought was, I'm showing up here so I can gather some information, so I can go back to my friend and tell him this is crap.
Yep.
That was your initial intention for showing up.
Yeah, because they tried to get me to come down for years. Because everybody knew I was in real estate. People for probably 5-6 years tried to get me to come down, and I wouldn't come down.
And so what was the pleasant surprise that you found when you showed up?
Well, they gave you a quick version of all the benefits. And the benefits they give you are enough to join. But the 6 months later, every week, I found another benefit. And there were more benefits that they didn't tell you about that they did tell you about. So it's just it's amazing.
It is kind of hard.
Way, yeah, there's no way to know everything that's in here, because these guys do it all the time. They take a lot of this for granted. I mean, they know what's here, but to explain it to you, they don't have a clue how to explain it to you because there's just so much.
He just threw me under the bus. You see that? Yeah, when I was in Scott's meeting, he had no idea how to tell everybody what's really going on here. Good job, dude.
It is difficult to encompass everything that's involved in our community inside of a 1 or 2 hour explanation.
Yeah, you can't. You don't even know after like 2-3 months. You don't even realize everything there. There's just that much.
It's good that the doors. It's good that the doors keep opening up, but
yeah. So what's something that that now looking back, you're really that you can attribute a result that you have now back to saying yes to the invitation?
I probably find one apartment complex a year that's a really good deal. I mean, a phenomenal deal. And I'm able to partner with people in the community on doing the deal. So I don't have a problem financing deals. I don't have a problem getting down payments for deals. The only problem I ever have, and that's because I'm super picky and I'm older. So right now, if I do a deal, it's got to be a killer deal or I don't do it. So the only problem I ever have is finding the killer deals.
All right.
What is a killer deal?
All right. So hold on a second. Let me hold on a second before we get into that. Sure. So here's the key. I want to make sure this is valuable for the person that's listening to it. So if you're a professional, if you're already doing real estate investing like Eddie was, if you're a professional in the real estate investing realm, or once again the finance realm, and you're looking for a group, like the freshman level real estate investing is wholesaling, right? Going out and finding a property, putting it under contract, and bringing it back to a group, going, "I got a deal," and then somebody can go, "Hey, it's not quite a deal yet. Go back and ask for this, and I'll buy it from you," right? So somebody in the group can always, and this would happen for me. So my first 5 deals went to people in the group. Does that make sense? So I was out there running around doing the negotiation, bringing it back to people who can actually fund and then fix. And then either hold or flip. So I'm assuming that's what Eddie's talking about. Like, look, the nice thing about it is there's a plethora of people out there actually bringing stuff to me.
It's just amazing. You don't realize what you got. The thing is, you have to show up regularly. You have to attend these kind of meetings. You have to show up regularly and get involved.
So, all right. So let's talk about a killer deal now, because now you're in a position where you get to cherry pick and decide what to say yes and no to, and not have to settle for average. So what's a killer deal? What does that look like?
Well, let's go back 3 years ago for 3 deals I did 3 years ago. We bought a 10 unit with $20,000 down on a 15-year amortization. The thing has doubled in price in the last 3 years because we've raised the rents and everything. We bought a 36 unit out in Plano. We bought it for $1.4 million. That's on a 20-year amortization. We've got it down to $1 million with the debt right now. And the thing's appraising somewhere around 2.5, $2.8 million, all in 3 years. We just bought 15 condos on the river in Yorkville. We bought those last year, probably about June or July. We closed on them. And those are probably worth, we paid $1.4 million for those. And those are probably worth north of 2 million. How much north? I don't know yet. Because there is a special property right on the river, real pretty. We put a lot of Airbnbs in it. So it's kind of really cool. Raised the rents a lot since we've got it. We're still raising the rents. The way rents are going up right now, I don't even know what rents are supposed to be anymore because they're going up faster than I can like figure out what they're supposed to be.
Wow. Okay. So you're mostly a cash flow buy and hold kind of guy. You're not doing fix and flips. You're not doing new builds.
We buy and hold. My ideal buy and hold is a building that's rough, that needs work. So we buy it, we do the work to it, and really increase the value, raise the rents. I don't sell though. If my partners don't want to sell, I keep the stuff forever. We bought a 8-unit building 3 years ago too. We paid $250,000 for it. And I called my partner 2-3 months ago. I said, "Hey, Mike, how are you for cash?" He says, "Why?" You always thought I'd call like that. They get nervous. I said, on our 8-unit, we just got an offer for $700,000 on it.
Oh,
Now
wow.
we decided to keep it, but you know what I mean? We could turn it for a $500,000 profit in 3 years.
Wow. So when the COVID pandemic started wiping people out and making it really hard for some people's businesses to thrive, how did it affect yours? Go up? Did it go down? Did it not change?
I am pretty well stable. Our wonderful governor has stopped evictions. So I'll get tenants up to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 owing me money, but they leave. We only got maybe 2 or 3 out of 300. So it's not a big number. But, so we're doing okay. And rents are going up so fast to make up for that we're going to more than make up for it with the rent increases that we're doing.
So your holdings were fine. And if I heard correctly, you were still in the process of acquiring more. You didn't slow down in your acquisition.
Yeah, the only thing keeping us from buying more are prices that went crazy. People are asking a lot of money for stuff. So I've got to find a really good deal. And right now, I'm close to closing 4 different properties. If I'm lucky, I'll close one of them. And they're
Okay.
going to be really good deals.
All right, so take us back to when you very first got involved, and then you already have all this mega experience, and then we say, all right, sit down and take a class. What went through your head as you started taking these classes?
Well, I am very good at taxes. I've been basically in a zero tax bracket most of my life. So one of the first classes I took was Mark Kohler's class on tax and legal. And I figured that was going to be really easy, breeze through a couple hours and I'm done. Okay. I had to take that class twice just because of the stuff I learned.
Nice.
And to give you an idea, just one strategy right now, I've got a junior in college. Okay. And guess who's on my payroll for my office? It's putting her through college so I could deduct the whole college tuition.
Nice. Nice.
Just that strategy alone will probably saves me $4,000 to $6,000 a year on taxes just on that one strategy that I would have never thought of.
So that coachability is really what's making the difference for you, because it's not just about making money, but it sounds like keeping money is very important to you as well.
Oh, that's huge, because it's not what you make, is what you keep.
What you keep.
That's why in all my apartment buildings, we put them on short amortizations and we build up equity very quickly. So if there's ever a crash or, we ever have to sell, we've got plenty of money to sell and walk away with money and not have to give up a property. I've been through 2 crashes in my life, because I started real estate in 1977,
Wow.
probably before you were born.
Yep.
So yeah, we went through the crash.
Which
Yeah.
crash is he talking about? Which crash? Before Michael was born? Which one?
Well, the one in the 80s, when interest rates went up to 18% for mortgages.
How old are you, Mike? When you were born, Michael?
I was born in 88,
Yeah, definitely.
but
Yeah.
I drive a 73 Mustang. Does that count?
Well, your car went through it, but you did not.
Right.
Yeah, but back in the 80s, interest rates went up to 18% for mortgages.
Yeah.
They were crazy. And I was really lucky to get into real estate at that time because it taught me to be very creative on doing deals. And I think that creativity has helped me my whole life, putting deals together.
And that's something that you found here was more ideas to get creative with.
Yes, you're with like-minded people. There's lawyers in the community that when you do a deal and you go and say, I want to do it this way, they don't look at you like you're crazy because they already know what you're talking about. That's huge because lawyers could be deal killers. But you get a lawyer or an accountant that knows what they're doing, helps a lot.
Nice. That's the key. The power team, folks. You got to have your power team. Okay, cool. So cool. We're just getting some loves.
I got nothing else because I hang out with this guy a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're painting a great picture for people because when I came in, just to give some people background, I did not know anything about real estate. I was living in a basement. I had 2 jobs, drowning in student loan debt, and no car. I was riding my bike to work. I did not know anything about real estate. And then meeting this group within 3 months, I had my first deal under contract. So for people like me, no experience, grew up in an apartment my whole life. I didn't know anything. My mom didn't know anything about real estate either. And then people come in like Ed, who already have a massive track record of success, still show up and go, wow, there's a ton of value here. I think that just speaks volumes for what this community has to offer. And
even in all the new classes, you think you've seen all the classes, and then they come out with a bunch of new ones again. Yeah, and nothing to do with the old ones.
Yeah.
Right. It's ongoing support.
Even the redos are good. Yeah.
That's like nightly rentals. I would have never got a nightly rentals. And right now in my buildings, I think I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 nightly rentals already.
Oh,
nice.
Great.
Ed Coachable Kirch.
It helps.
Love it.
It was my meeting.
Cool.
It was my meeting all the way.
Right. We'll give Scott credit.
No.
Well, right on, Ed. Thank you so much for what you do inside of our communities, for helping, guiding people, making sure they're staying on that straight path of honest and legal, moral, ethical real estate, and then also, your own successes. Congratulations on that as well. Please stick around for the bonus. We do have a couple quick questions at the end for the people who are here live. But yeah, I think that's a great episode to add to the library here. We're getting all kinds of folks, all different kinds of backgrounds. So folks, go check out the other episodes. We got over 90. You don't want to see Candace Adams though. Don't go and look up Candace Adams episode. That one will not do you any good. Go check it out, folks. All right. Also, get back with the person that got you here. Come to the intro. We got one happening this week. We got house tours happening, over 200 house tours a year for you guys to be able to zoom in, or depending on where they are in the country, come and check them out. And then, of course, some workshops on Saturdays that will blow your mind. So get back with the person who invited you here. Those are by invite only, so you do need to be registered to get those private Zoom links. Anything else, Scott?
I'm good, dude. I'm good.
Cool. All right, folks, we'll get out there. Get off the couch, face your fears, chase your dreams, and stay linked up with us. Catch you on the next one. Have a great day.